Now, page 4, Obamonomics. Does anyone actually attach validity to the Obama unemployment number? If you do, I have some swampland in North Korea to sell you. Officially, the unemployment rate is at 5.6%. Now, that number would mean something in a typical economic environment in the United States. However, there is nothing ordinary about the Obama economic environment. The business climate is colder than the Obama climate change predictions. And the fiscal forecast is for a continued Obama economic ice age for this country. The unemployment rate does not count the tens of millions of Americans who want to work full-time but cannot find a full-time job. The number of Americans not working ages 24 to 54 is the highest on record. But that fact is nowhere to be found in the Obama employment data, is it? Also nowhere to be found is this little nugget. Disability payouts under Obama have exploded. In fact, there are so many people receiving disability under this president that it's in trouble. And according to the actuaries, that trouble is just around the corner. 2016. That's when Social Security disability becomes insolvent. Just another wonderful byproduct of Obamonomics. So here's Obama traveling around the country, stopping in Tennessee to offer more of his economic genius to the town of Clinton.
Right here in Tennessee, manufacturing jobs have jumped by about 11%.
Stop the tape. Isn't it interesting? The very place that he's standing, it's just been reported that 2,000 manufacturing jobs are going south. Poof, gone. It's not a laughing matter. It's terrible for that area of Tennessee, but it's the Obama curse. Obamonomics. Once again, roll tape.
And the question is, how do we keep that progress going? How do we build it?
There is no we here in terms of government. Government produces nothing. Let Americans alone. Stop taxing them to death. Stop regulating them to death and allow them to manufacture. They don't need you, Mr. President. There is no we here. Roll tape.
That's why we're working to grow the jobs of tomorrow through a national network of manufacturing hubs.
Stop the tape. I'm sorry to laugh. What does this guy know about manufacturing hubs? What does he know about manufacturing? What does he know about hubs? And look at the guy next to him, Joe Biden, a career politician, standing there looking smug. He's never done anything in the private sector in his life. And then you have Obama, the community organizer, who hasn't run so much as a popsicle stand, although we do know that at some point, apparently, he says he works at Baskin-Robbins, scooping ice cream at some point. We have no proof of this, but that's what he says. So you have both of these people standing there talking about business when they have no business experience. And oh, by the way, have you ever noticed Joe Biden's face, the look on his face when Obama's talking? Pay attention. Roll tape.
Launching these hubs around the country, and the concept is simple. We bring businesses, research universities, community colleges, state, local, and federal governments together, and we figure out where are some key opportunities for manufacturing in the future. How do we get out in front of the curve?
Stop the tape. This is all gobbledygook. It's textbook baloney. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the scene from Back to School when Rodney Dangerfield goes into that business class or economics class, and there's that knucklehead professor in there, and he's talking about this fictitious company making widgets. And Rodney Dangerfield raises his hand and says, "What's a widget?" And the professor shoots back that, "Oh, it's just a fictitious item that we're manufacturing." And Rodney Dangerfield says something under his breath to the effect that, "You're living in fantasy land, pal." That's the president. He's in fantasy land. He's that knucklehead professor. So Obama is an economic illiterate. Just like all the other pieces of his radical agenda, Obamonomics is based on ideology and textbook theory. And neither works in the real world, in the free markets. 6 years of Obamonomics has now polluted the business environment in this country to the degree that companies are more worried about complying with Obama's stifling regulations, including Obamacare, than they are about simply producing widgets.